They don't tell you this about trading. You can be right about the market and still lose money. Crazy, right? Yeah, it's crazy. This week, today, 4th of May, 2026, first trading day of the week, Monday, lost over 350 pips on gold. Welcome to Soliasky versus the market. Yo, what's up, my people? What's good? I hope you guys remember this setup I marked on my previous post, which was yesterday. Hope you can see it. Okay, basically, what happened here? When markets opened, markets gave this gap. That was Sunday night. You can see this gap here. Let's get my arrow to. You can see this gap here. Markets open gave this gap. That was how many pips? Let's measure how many pips was that this gap. So just little over 20 pips. If I'm not mistaken, 20 pips gap, and the market went high. And you can see the way with my trend line marking my trade. I had this 30 minutes demand zone. I was looking into to taking my buys. So when I woke up this morning, I found out okay, price has tapped into my point of interest. What is remaining? I need to find an entry. I have my trend line mark. You can see market price has started. Let's use the brush to. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So my entry was on the 4th touch. Basically, I was looking to buy the trade, buy at that price, as it was my first point of interest. That was my first point of interest. Although I was looking below, though, but as you can see with my trend line confirmation, I believe we're supposed to buy. So why didn't I just enter when the price touched? No, I had to wait. When I found that these two candles giving me bullish candle, bullish close, I entered the buys, setting my stop loss over 115 to get over 680 days on 1:4 RR. But what the price do? Price took me out. And previously, the previous day, I had marked this zone, this mid point for the previous. Let's go to the higher time frame. You can see this zone. You can see clearly my demand zone that was tapped. I marked the midpoint in my last video. I marked the midpoint where I was expecting price to tap into before giving us a buy. So I had a buy limit that I set with my stop loss over 200 pips, aiming to get over 1,000 pips. But guess what? I got taken out. Yeah, I got taken out. I got taken out. I'm going to show you the before and after. Yes, before. Yeah, you can see the screen now as the current one I have now. You can see how the market took me out. But did I over leverage? No, I traded a 25k prop account on phase 1. I am risking 1%. When it's time for me to risk higher percent, I know when to risk higher percent. This is not a financial advice. This is for educational purpose. So what do we have here? Now I can now discard all this my setup and now look for something different. What can the market do? Because I think with this huge candle, there was a news about the war. Okay, here it is. Breaking 2 missiles hit the U.S. warship near Jask Island after it ignored Iran's warnings. Iran's fire. But here is the case. Even U.S. came to debunk the news saying that the bomb didn't hit their ship or something like that. Yeah, we say these people get for minutes. So now let's look for a new setup. What am I looking to take now? Now we can all say where I had marked my change of character here and I marked a break of structure here. Now, what am I marking? I need to mark something different. We need to mark something different because now I want to believe we say we have this move here, we have this moves, we have this, we have this, now we have this. Meaning, what are we looking at? We are basically saying I am marking here as a change of character. Change of character. Well, let's say change of character. Okay, let's use change of character or there is this other word I'm trying to market structure shifts. Should we use that or change the character? Whichever, if I am wrong, you can correct me in the comment section. And I'll mark here as my break of structure. Remember, I want to see, mark here as my break of structure. BOS. Marking here as my break of structure. If you believe, if you feel I'm not doing something right, simply leave a comment below. So we see where we can go from there. Let me go to the high time to see if I can get a picture. Let's see what are we having. There's let's zoom down to the 2 hour time frame. 2 hour time frame. There is an entry, a beautiful one for that matter. Okay, let's see. Marking the zone out. Although price had rejected from that zone, I want to see if what can happen. Can go push back into this zone and drop. I don't know. Let's see. Is it around that 50% level? Hey, it's not. It is not. It is not. But I'll wait and see what happens. Although it is not in our 50% range, it's not half of the 50% range. So it is not. It is probably not a high setup. A high. It's not an A plus for me. To me, yes. Let's use the word. To me, it is not an A plus setup to me. But I'm still looking forward to see what happens because I can basically see this is the last candle before the drop. Yeah, this is the last candle before the drop, massive drop, giving this big fair value gap here. There's a fair value gap here. So I'm basically that means basically we should see price show some sort of reactions here. If not, price could basically come into this fib level. This fib level. Price can basically come into this fib level mark. And so I'm basically looking forward to. Let's go below and see. Let's okay. So I'm basically having two zones marked and wanting to see what happens next. So let's go to other pairs. What happened with S&P 500? I think I got some trade. Look at this. Yesterday we discussed about this. Wanting to see price tap into this zone and buy. But with the tensions and stuff with the US and these people, buying is kind of risky to me. I got this trade, but I didn't take it. This trade really hurts me so bad. I didn't take it because I was pissed after I lost those two trades. I didn't take this trade. It was a very beautiful, very, very, very beautiful setup. Now, basically, what has happened here? We have our break of structure. I marked this zone to be a demand zone. I was looking to buy from. Well, you see, price was here before price closed, before the price opened. So I was looking forward because price had shown direction of coming down. So I was looking forward to seeing price coming to the zone. We go out and buy to the upside. But no, I rather got a different trade. But I didn't take this trade setup. It was a very beautiful trade, but I hate it so bad. I didn't take it. So let's remove this because I didn't take it. I can leave this here. So now what am I seeing here? Am I going to say I'm seeing within the character? Relax, I have to go back to the high time frame. The high time frame still looks aggressively bullish. It still looks bullish. Let's jump down a bit. I still want to see what happens here tomorrow. Or if not, I might end up giving this an MSS target structure shift. I can see another entry here as this is to this and this is to that. I'm seeing a different entry, so I'll have interest in the 50% mid range. I want myself to be small, so I don't want it to be big or small. Let's say you go chop yourself, nothing like big or small. So, right. So now I want to use here as my MSS. Please feel free to correct me if I am wrong or you feel something is not right in the comment section. Look, I'm looking to sell from this. We call this liquidity event. is taking shots. Let's see how many people is actually some messed up about evidence that I want to pay. Price can basically do what? Keep set buying or keep selling. But I want to sell. I want to sell. I'm looking forward to sell. 1 to 3 again. Price should be able to break this. Game on this price. Let me do something. Increase my risk. Not to increase my risk, but my pips, my stop loss. Let's hope what happens. Let's see. This is my trade outlook for tomorrow. So we're looking forward to seeing this trigger New York or landing on New York session. Yeah. Oh, where's my dollar sign? Yeah, we know how we go about it. Let's go on to the next. US 30, US 30. What I was looking for, US 30 is still being ignored. It doesn't want to tap. But he's looking good. Looks like she gonna tap, man. Tap gives me some double bottom or something. Don't know what to do. BTC. Did I have any trade? I didn't take any trade of BTC. But I think I projected something. Yeah, this trade. This one, I didn't take it. I didn't take it because the spread on the frame, I used it, I traded for frame, so the spread, then I didn't like the way the spread was. I want to take the trade, so I didn't take it. But it was a nice trade though. I didn't have coins in my live account, so I couldn't take it. Yeah, so I couldn't take the trade. So, but it was a good one, good play, nice play. What the price do? Remember how we had this zone? I was looking for price to tap into and move to the outside, have this my support zone. You see, price still didn't come into my support zone I was looking for. Yesterday, I was waiting for it to break before I can consider selling. If I had blindly sold from this zone, I would have been swept out aggressively. No, I rather wanted to see the price break through. Now, what was the ideology over this market? Fine, we can basically say the price broke structure here. Price broke structure to the outside. Price broke structure to the outside. Then these aggressive buys, leaving this what this demand zone. I use the yellow line to represent my demand zone. Most of the time, I do mistakes sometimes. Why I use the green to represent my supply zone. So I was looking for this nice, you know, price. I actually got this setup after I saw this start, this first start. So I was hoping for price to come back again. So I just set a limit there, but I didn't execute it. It's part of it. So let's delete this. I didn't execute it straight, so I don't have to have it on my chart. So what are we looking for tomorrow? BTC, I'm not looking forward to taking any trades. But if I am going to be taking a trade, I'll still leave this here. Let's say I want to take a trade. I'll leave this here and do what? Mark this one out. Mark this one out. Let's mark the 50% of this zone. Oh, not this. I'm not looking for this. Actually, okay, I won't say we can even hold it because if it gives three pips, let's say we need to it's too large. So we can basically look for a midpoint. Just by 1 to 3 hours. I won't be taking it because I don't like BTC trades on profits. I don't think. So basically, what am I looking for tomorrow? I am looking forward to selling gold. Looking forward to selling gold around my zone, my feed zone, or this breaker, called the breaker block. Although it's not 50% range, it also we also have a what supply zone on here. Yeah, it's a demand zone that broke. Markets broke and it came out with test. It has tested. I want to see another second test. The second tap should have on. I'll have to zoom down to the 15 minutes time frame to see if I get bearish candle representing drops. Bearish candle. I want to see the market come back, even at least come into this zone. This in the zone back. Let's see how tomorrow will be there. Then we look forward to shorting the market. Thank you guys for your time. Do well too. leave a comment, drop that subscribe button, tap on the subscribe button, drop your comments. Any advice in the comments, give it out. Peace out. One love. See you guys on the next episode.